Welcome. This film introduces NEI. NEI provides flexible and accurate network inventory management. NEI can be rapidly deployed and readily interfaces with systems in your organization. In large and complex organizations, the creation of integrated, informative and fluid operational process is always on the agenda. Many systems are provided to support the processes that organizations need in order to design, allocate, sell, provide, support and manage services. To complete the link between central data repositories and localized working practices, it is often the case that homegrown data sets exist. At Ostri, we refer to this as the spreadsheet layer. NEI can be rapidly deployed and offers an easily accessible and accurate central information base. NEI communicates and interfaces with a number of systems within your organization. This gives you the flexibility to quickly adapt to the constantly changing business environment. We will now allocate a new customer connection. Having checked the capacity using the temperature gauges, we choose the connection view, and then the port to which we are going to connect the customer. We complete this dialog box. We choose the rack position, and we record the fact that this is a new allocation. As well as recording the physical connection, NEI can also keep details about the service connection. In this case, we will configure a VCG or VLAN contention group. Within here, we can record details such as COS or class of service. We can now proceed to add VLANs. This NEI model presents VLANs in availability order. Again, we complete the details in the dialog box. And we have now completed this customer's physical and service allocation. Now we have completed the allocation, we can generate call-off data. NEI assembles the data you require after the allocation has been completed. This information can then be passed to provisioning engineers and systems. NEI also allows you to record NTE or CPE details, which can also be passed to provisioning engineers. NEI gives you the ability to readily import data from other systems. This is achieved by mapping flat files to the NEI object tree. Only certain objects we build contribute to the index. We call this the modified object identifier. We can then map this to flat file data from systems such as element managers. The field picker is a powerful tool that we can configure and schedule to run to import data. Where a record matches that data, it is imported into the NEI database. If an exception occurs, then exception reports are generated. Let's look at this in more detail within the system itself. We will now plan to place two cards into this switch. Notice, in this column, as they are planned cards, they are not flagged as in service, unlike these two cards below. If we look at a small sample data load file, we can see it's a collection of records in CSV format. Also, notice we have card serial number column on the right-hand side. We will now modify the model within NEI to allow us to capture that card serial number from the data load file. First, we modify the model and add a column to the view. we add the column card serial number. Now we go to the field picker and modify the profile. Here we map the card serial number to the respective column in the view that we have just added. There is much more to the field picker, but this is just to give you an idea. If we refresh the screen, we can now see we have the card serial number column. Now we run the data load. Notice that the file is removed from the file area within NEI. And now if we refresh the view, you can see we have captured the serial numbers. Notice on the left that the two cards are now in service. But we have two exceptions here. What has happened is that the cards have been placed in the wrong order. Once we get the data from the data load file, NEI records this fact, and you have an opportunity to correct the situation. Now we have cleared the exceptions, all the users can have confidence in the data within NEI. We have seen how we can import data into NEI. We are now going to look at how we can export data. We're going to create a search, and we're going to create it as a custom report. We give the report a name so we can run it on any occasion. And in this case, we will schedule the report to run every 7 days or weekly. We choose the report output format, and then we choose the fields that we want to see in the output. As this is a billing reconciliation file, we choose the fields that we think are most appropriate for that purpose. We now save the report for future use. If we run it now, we can see that it comes out in CSV file format. There are a number of ways that a support user can take advantage of the information that is captured within NEI. For example, if a customer contacts them and gives them their customer identification number, they can use the search facility to search for that single customer alone. Having found the customer, they can then access the customer label information screen, from where they can get to DataScoop, or they can view NTE details. They have confidence in this information as NEI is validated against elements in the network. Alternatively, they can do an NTE search. Here, again, we search for the same customer, and the view is presented to the user in a different form. Again, they have access to the same information that they had earlier. You can here, for example, search for all the NTE within the system. I have now come to the end of this short introduction to NEI. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please contact us via our website address, which is shown at the end of this film, and if you wish, we'll be happy to arrange a detailed demonstration. Thank you.